So let's start again. What we did earlier, it was the multiplication of the series, then the sum. So we already have done with the sums, just the formula sum, starting bracket start, and then you just give the range of the series and close the bracket, you will get the sums. So this way we have got the sums. And what we need to calculate two formulas. The one beta 2 hat, which requires summation xy, summation x, summation y, summation x square, and summation x whole square. So we are done with that. But look at beta 1 hat, it requires y bar and x bar too. So what we'll do, we will also calculate y bar, which is average. How to calculate it? Summation, if we are calculating the average of y, so this is summation y over n. So look at this formula. Can you see that? This is C23 over 20. What does it mean? C23 is the sum, and then we divide it by 20, and then we copied this formula over here, and we got the average of x bars x series 2. So this is what we have done earlier. There is another way of getting average, and that is through formula. So what I'll do, equal sign, and then I'll put average bracket start, just a minute, average bracket start, and then I will insert this whole series and I'll close it up, and here we go with the same average. And then if I drag this formula on the other cell, I will get the same method of calculating average. So I'm done with average as well. So let's talk about the formulas. The formulas were, look at this beta 2 hat. I have written down here formulas for you already. So beta 2 hat is right here. So let's copy it from there. Control C. And here we go with this sheet number 3. Let's say I put it over here just to have formula in front of me, right? What it requires? It requires that I should have done with this, these calculations. Okay, so what I do, I keep it in front of me and I write here beta, right? So I just write beta 2 because I can't have the symbols here. Okay, what requires? It requires to the calculation is required over here. So wherever calculation is required, make it formula. So I put an equal sign here. What it says n. What is n? It's 20, right? What next is, it's multiplication with summation xy. So I put static with summation xy. Where I find summation xy? My summation xy is right here in the E column. Can you see that summation xy? So summation xy is this one. So what I do, I go back to my cell, I make it small, just a minute, I'm doing it again. Let me do it again. There's some problem. Beta 2 equals. So here I'm putting equal sign, and now I'm doing the formula. Just a minute, let me make it small. Yeah, so that I can see the series. Yeah, that's better. Equal sign, n is 20, then static, summation xy is right here, put it here, minus summation x is right here, static, summation y is right here, and I will enclose all these calculations in a bracket. So let me take it here. I put a bracket here, I put my cursor here, okay, and I put slash. Slash means divided by. Now what do I have in the denominator? N summation x square minus summation x whole square. So what is n? 20. Static. What is summation x square? This is x square series and this is the sum. Okay, and I have to have like brackets also in the denominator, but I'll do it later. Minus Now what do we have? Summation x whole square. Where is did I make a mistake? Summation x square, yeah, summation x ka whole square. So what is summation x? Is right here. So summation x is 3287. So I'll put a bracket. I put this number and I put this, and whole square means I will take raised to the power 2, and I'll make another bracket just to enclose this entire expression. So I will take my cursor in the start. Here we go. So can you see this formula? Let me make this bit clear so that you can see it properly. Okay, let me first complete it. Ye calculation. So you have calculated it. Let me make it bigger. Suppose. Now look at this formula. Can you see that? 20 steric, these are the cells, and then slash, and this is the denominator, and you are done, right? So this is the way you calculated beta 2, right? But you can also see that beta 2 can also be calculated by other formulas too, which we'll discuss later. Right now we are working with the first method, which is I just mentioned here, and we are done with beta 2. Now we are going with the beta 1, which requires y bar minus beta 1 hat beta 2 hat x bar. So let's go with that. So beta 1 equals, and now put equal sign for the formula. Beta, what was that? That was y bar. So where is y bar? It is right here, average. Can you see that? This is y bar, average. Okay. And in order to fix, because you know I fix the column by putting delta sign here. Sorry, dollar sign. Dollar sign actually fix the cell exactly where it is. So it doesn't change if I put some dollar sign in front of number. So that means I am fixing that cell exactly at that number, right? Minus what was the next one? The value of x bar. So let me do this formula again. There's a mistake, so I'm doing it again. So what I needed this value. The formula was y bar, which I have done, minus beta 2 hat. Where is beta 2 hat? It is right here. So I click it here. Okay. And in order to fix it again, I would put a dollar sign, right? And now what I need? X bar. Where is x bar? It is right here. This one. Okay. So steric x bar. Where is x bar? It's right here, and I'm done now. So there is no problem making mistake, but you should know how to adjust it. So the way I am doing it again and again, because there are some mistakes which are going on, but I know that what I have to do. So similarly, keep on doing practice, and you will be able to learn that how you have to adjust if there is some problem. So here we go. This is my beta 1. I have calculated beta 2 and beta 1 exactly with the formulas which I gave you here. Okay. Now, as I told you that beta 1 and beta 2 cannot be only calculated by one formula, but there are many manipulations of the same formula. For example, if you look at this expression, right? If you just go with some mathematical manipulation, you can see that you can get this expression converted into that expression, or you can take this expression and you can convert it back to the original one. So they both are same. And similarly, you know that if something is given in terms of a deviation form, then we write it x minus x bar and y minus y bar, and then whenever any variable is given in terms of deviation form, instead of writing in a capital letter, we put it in a small letter as it's written over here. So what we need to calculate actually this expression and the third last expression are exactly the same. So now we need to calculate the beta 2 with this formula, right? So what we need x minus x bar and y minus y bar. So let's say if I just do it here, x minus x bar, for example, I do put it like that, and y minus y bar. Let's say I do it. So I have to generate this column. What is x? It's right here. Okay. Minus x bar. Where is x bar? It's right here. X average. Right? But again, since I have to adjust the column, so I have to put a dollar sign. Here we go with the first calculation, drag it down. Here we go with the sum all of the x minus x bar values. And by the way guys, what you're expecting the sum of it? Do you remember the property? Sum of the deviation from mean is always 0. Let's see if we are getting a 0 or not. Look at this, the value 1.14 e power minus 13. Minus 13 means that you may have the value with 12 zeros and then 114, right? How do you read this value? It is 0.12 zeros and then 114. So practically it's approximately equals to 0. Similarly, if you just want to work with y minus y bar, equal sign y minus, where is y bar? Y bar is right here. So again I have to put a dollar sign. And here we go with the dollar sign. And then again, so just drag it till here and I'm done. And if you drag it over here, the sum will be given. And again you can see is e power minus 13 185. So there are 12 zeros after decimal and then 185 is the number. So both of them are approximately equals to 0. So we have got with this x bar, x minus small x series and small y series. This is I would put here small x and this is actually small y, right? And now what I am doing, small xy, right? So I'll put here x, y, and I put here small, just for identification. And what do I need? I need a multiplication of them, right? So let's do it. So here we go, one number and then shift say static को enter करें and then put a second number and done. So let's drag it. Okay, I'm done. And what I need a sum of it. Here we go. ये sum का formula already था ना, just drag it, you'll get the sum of this as well, right? And what else I need x minus x bar का square. Do I have x minus x bar? Yes, it is right here. So I need bracket start x minus x bar raised to the power 2, and that is equals to the square of this series x minus x bar. So I put on this here and I put my cursor here and I put here 2. So that is a square, formula of square. And I'm done with the square. Let's drag it down and let's take the sum as well from here. And here we go. Formula is copied. I am done with all my values. What I need the beta 2 value with the second formula. So the second formula is, what is the second formula? It is the summation x minus x bar, yani whatever I'm given, getting this in the I column, it's the sum of this and divided by whatever I'm getting the sum of the j column is fair. So what I'm expecting to have the same answer as 0.61. Let's see this. Here we go. So we got the same answer for beta 2 as well, right? Similarly, there are further more formulas for this beta 2. As you can see, if you just look at this sheet, summation x we just done, and then summation x into capital Y, and नीचे भी आप देख सकते हो summation x square minus x bar square. So as you know that the way we have actually calculated all the series, similarly you can also calculate summation x small x capital Y, you can also calculate summation capital X and small y, and you can calculate beta 2 hat in the second formula with all these methods. So if you just look at this exercise, which I have done it already, so this is small y, small x y, and can you say small x square, and then capital Y and small x, the formula we were just doing with beta 2, and then capital X and small y. See that? So I have already done it. Uske baad once you will be done with this these calculations of beta 2s, you are done with the estimation. There is another formula for beta 1 which you know, it's there in your book somewhere पीछे. Let me show you. Beta 1 का एक formula होता है. So let's come back to the chapter number 3. Here is chapter number 3, and these are variances. ये प्रॉपर्टीज हैं जो हमने क्लास में की थी. एंड देन वेयर इज द फॉर्मूला. ये दिस इज द डेरिवेशन. सी दैट. Here we go with this another formula. Can you see that? Yeah. This one. So look at this. What we need, summation x ka square. We already have done. Summation y already done. Summation x, summation xy, and so let's use this technique for the calculation of so we have this formula in front of us. Okay, and let's calculate it. Okay, let's adjust the slides and start. So here we have our sheet, and we are calculating what? Beta 2, beta 1, right? Let me drag this. Now I have clear vision of what I wanted. So I am calculating here beta 1. I have done it with one formula which is given in the bar, and now I am going the formula number 2, which is this one. So what it requires, look, this is a slash, you have a division, na? So I prefer that we can capture this entire expression into one bracket, and we can capture the below one in the bracket. So I will start this with a bracket. So put this equal sign, then start with bracket, and then what I need, summation x square. Okay, summation x square. Where is summation x square? It's right here. So I will click here, and it is automatically, and I will fix this because I just need this, right? I will fix this. Okay, minus into, now steric, summation y. Where is summation y? This is y series, and this is summation y, and again, I will put a dollar sign. So I'm done with these two expressions. Now what I do, iske baad I will put minus sign. So to add summation x. Where is summation x? Summation x is right here, and again I will put a dollar sign here. Okay, and then what else? I need summation xy. Where is, and with the steric, so I put a steric, and then summation xy is right here. Okay, and again I'll put a steric. Dollar sign putting in front of a number means that just fix with this cell. Just fix with the cell. Since I know that these summations are available only in these cells, so there is no point of changing the cell. So that's why I'm fixing the cell. So I'm done with the numerator write up. So I'll put bracket sign so that I can enclose, and then I need divided by, which is done by slash. Slash ke baad, then I'll put another bracket sign, and then what I need, 20, which is n, and then I need steric, and then summation x square. Where is x square? Is right here, and where is this? Is right here. So put again a dollar sign here. So I'm done with this, and then minus summation x square. So I can do it like what? Okay, this is summation x, this is summation x, and square karna hai. So what I need ke I just need to have the summation. I put this dollar sign, and then I can have raised to the power 2, and I am done. Here we go. So let's see kya aata hai. Done. Same answer. See, so whatever the formula you apply, you'll get the same answer as far as you're applying the same formula. So we are done with this as well. Okay, and now once we are done with this, now we have to see what else we have done. So in the class, तो हमने किए थे पहले betas. So there is no one value, one formula. There are 5 beta 2, and there are 2 beta 1. I have done 2 beta 2 for you, so you will have to attempt remaining yourself. And beta 1 ka I have done already. So we have estimated the line. So once the line is estimated, the next always is a case that you have to get the estimated values. So let's say I want to get estimated. I want y hat. Okay, or how do we get it? Equals. So what is y hat? Y hat is equals to beta 1 hat plus beta 2 hat. What is beta 1 hat? It is this value. And what is beta 2 hat? It is this value. And so let's work out. Let's have a look at beta 1 beta hat. So look at this. We already talked about beta 1 hat and beta 2 hat. Just a minute. Okay, so let me write. So here we go. What is estimated line? It is y hat is equals to beta 1 hat plus beta 2 hat x. What is beta 1 hat? Right now it is 15.11601 जो भी है, plus beta 2 is 0.61 and x. So what I do, I will calculate my y hat values using this equation. So since there are many x values, so there are many beta hat values. So let's do it. So I have this again equals to what I have, beta 1, putting a dollar sign, fixing the number, the cell, plus what I need, beta 1, fixing a cell by putting a dollar sign, and what we have to multiply with x values. Where are x? It's right here, and just put an enter. And here we go with y hat values. Just drag it down, and here we go. Right. So once you get with y hat, then you need u hat. Do you know what u hat is? It is equals to y minus y hat. Okay. So how to do it? Do we have y? Yes. This column C contains y. Do we have y hat? Yes, K column contains y hat. So what do we need to have? This minus this, and enter. Here we go with u hat value, and let's drag it down. Here we go. What sums you are expecting for it? U hat का sum क्या होना चाहिए? Let's check it out. क्या आ रहा है? 1.71 e raised to power minus 13, so approximately equals 0. That's what we need, right? So we have calculated u hat. Okay, we also need u hat square, so that's u hat square. Why do we need it? Because all the estimates for variances of betas, beta 1 का variance और beta 2 का variance, it requires this value, u hat की value. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. Equals to this raised to the power 2. Done. And here we go. We also need the sum, so just drag it also, because here we go, sum. Alright, so guys, let's come back to the original sheet and see what do we have to do. Okay, look, I needed beta 2 hats, the formulas are there. I needed variances, huh? So look at this, beta 2, beta 1, variance of u, variance standard deviation of beta 1, variance standard deviation of beta 2, explained sum of square, residual sum of square, total sum of square, r square with two formulas, and then adjusted r square. And can you see these blue identified areas? This blue identified areas are not for you for right now, because this is related to chapter number 5. We'll do it later. So just talk about r square, not the adjusted r square, because it is in the next chapter. Okay, so what do we need in order to go for these? So you have the formulas written in your book. For example, if I just show you with the formula, look at this. You can see that ये betas है, right? And then go down and check yourself that what else we need. We also need to confirm with variances, precision, and where it is, just hold on for 1 minute and I'll show you. Look at this. This is variances. See that? So here are the variances. What it is required: sigma square or summation xi square. Look at this small xi. So we already have done it. This is basically summation x minus x bar whole square, which we already done it. So, but something which is weird is sigma square. We don't know about what is sigma square. So similarly, if you look at, and you know the variance and standard deviation are the same thing, just under root difference. And variance of beta 1 requires summation x square. You can definitely do. We have done it. Summation small xi square. We have done it, and it is already known. And sigma square is also there. So the only weird thing in this formula is sigma square, which is the standard deviation of variance of the regression line, right? और से इसको हम we cannot it's a population parameter, so we cannot have the population parameter, so we have to estimate it through the sample estimate. So what is the sample estimate of sigma square? Here we go, look at this highlighted portion. So this highlighted portion says sigma square is equals to sigma hat square is equals to summation ui square, and which ui? The estimated one. Remember that I just have calculated for you summation ui hat square. But what was the reason? The reason was that I had to calculate sigma hat square, which is summation ui hat square over n minus 2. So you just put in that number and divide it with n minus 2. What is n? 20. How many 2's? What is 2? 2 is the number of parameters you are estimating. Right now, since you are estimating two parameters, beta 1 and beta 2, so that's why it is n minus 2. If it is a multiple regression and suppose you have two independent variables, in that case you will be estimating beta 1, beta 2 and beta 3. So this will become n minus 3. It's called degree of freedom, and that's a number of observation minus number of parameters to be estimated. So this is a very simple formula, so you just get it. Once you are done with this sigma hat square, so all these variances are estimatable because all these series are already calculated in your data. So you just have to put in the value, plug in the values and get the values done. So sigma variances is तरह से you will have to calculate it yourself. और इसके अलावा what else we have to have? Look at the series again. So we have to have in the sheet 1, we have to have betas, we have to have variances. Explain sum of square. What is explain sum of square? Explain is summation y hat minus y bar square. Okay, we have already discussed it in the class in detail that what is explain sum of square, what is residual and what is total. So what do you need? Summation y minus y hat and some capital है, इस पे कुछ small नहीं है. So look at this series, ये मैंने जो की भी है, y minus y hat, ये देखो क्या लिखा हुआ है, y minus y hat, और उसके बाद y hat into y, ये properties मैंने proof की हुई हैं. ये देखो residual sum of square, explain sum of square. Can you see that? This one. Can you see that? Explain sum of square. And इसी तरह से total sum of square. Look at this. So this is similarly you will have to calculate all these sums and do it yourself. And R square is explain sum of square over total sum of square. So this is look the ratio of 2, and this one is R square is also 1 minus residual sum of square over total z square. So this one is the second formula for R square. So that is all from what you are required to do for this Excel sheet. Whatever is left in the blue shaded portion is not for you right now. We'll do it later, and I hope that this video will help you a lot and you will be able to do your assignment within time, which is due after 10 days. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.